Okay, we should be live. Hey guys, what's up? We should be live. Give us a call tonight, guys. 808-468-7924. Cash owner faux pas. What do you think a cash owner faux pas is? I'm sure you guys are gonna think of something we can't. So we'd love to hear from you guys. Sorry, we're starting a little early tonight. It's 8:26, but let everything propagate. I called, we're all set. Call studio's working.
We are live.
We are live. How do you know?
Yep, because I see it.
I didn't
I
get the
got the
alert on my. I
alerts.
didn't get the alert on my phone. That says
I
we're
did.
live. You did?
I did.
Let me get it. Jerks.
I'm gonna go refill my water.
Hurry. 3 minutes. 3. So, Chad, guess what?
What?
The coins are in.
The coins are in.
Coins are in.
Awesome.
They look fantastic.
Dude,
Look at. See the box? See the box over my left shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the coins are
You gonna show one during the show?
in. Oh, wait, where is it? I'm using
Well,
the wrong. I'm using the wrong damn hand. There we go. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I see the box, but there's like, are you gonna
This is the
pull
envelope.
one out?
This is how many envelopes I literally had to buy. And this is the box of the box of coins is right there. I gotta turn my my email off. Sorry guys, give me 1 second here. Yoinkers. Yeah, Chad, they look incredible. Yeah, I'll show them off down the show. I'll show. Should be. Hopefully, we should have the public ones going live this weekend. If I can get off my round derriere and actually build the store, I can have the coins set to go this weekend, maybe. So I'll try for that. I'll try for the weekend. I make no promises, but trust me, we will push it all over social media when it happens. But a bit of a hard enough time doing all the patron ones. Those are going to be fun. Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Mike says, I hope the second vaccine is the one with the chip. I want the geocache without GPS.
Oh,
Yes, I pick up 5G now. I'm proud to say.
yeah. We're not at Star Trek levels yet. Sorry.
No, I pick up 5G now. All right, Chad, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Hey, let me give him a sound check. Chad, let me hear you.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're fine. All right, guys, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. I'll cover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means that it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. We have short and it's manning the phones, and please welcome to my virtual left, my co-host, Chaz. 427.
Howdy, y'all. Have you committed a deadly sin of the geocaching owner variety? Of course.
That's right. Tonight's episode 661, recorded live on April 14th, 2021, is Geocaching Deadly Sins, the Cache Owner Faux Pas. Phone lines are open. Give us a call, 808-468-7924. That is 808-GOT-SWAG. And for our international callers, you can call us free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. But first, Chad,
Mm-hmm.
we got to talk about Patreon, Chad. Chad, the coins are in, by the way.
The
I don't know
coins are
what's
in.
happening with the news section, but the coins are in. Patrons, the coins are going to be the boxes over my left shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Those are one of those boxes is coins. One of those boxes is mailers, Chad, because as you can imagine, hundreds of mailers we need. So
Yep.
Yep. So there you go. So coins are in. They look fantastic. I'm gonna show them off in a minute. But yeah. So hey, patrons, still got a couple of coins left. You guys want? Trust me, they're gonna go fast. Next week, I'm gonna shake in the box and show you just a few coins left. So you want one? Hop on it. Patreon, you get extra audio, extra video, only available to our Patreon members. You get Patreon only shows. You get our store, urbantreecanopy.com. Just put 3 new shirts in, Chad. 3 new shirts over the weekend. 3, kind of 1, 2, 3 new shirts going in the weekend. And you get those dirt cheap. There's actually a sale, Jess, right now going on at Urban Tree Canopy, by the way. Jess, you were late to the ball game on that
No,
one.
I checked it a few
Usually
days ago
check.
and there wasn't. So
No, there wasn't. No, there is today. There
I
was
see
today.
that now. It
Yeah, you
didn't
see it
tell me that.
Yeah. So yeah, guys. So you get dirt cheap stuff in our store. You get patron only shows. You get stuff, stickers, path tags, geo coins, all patron only coins, and they look fantastic. God, Chad, they turned out so good, so
That's
good.
awesome.
And so you want to become a patron? There's 2 ways to help us out. One of them is PayPal. Before we get to Patreon, it's paypal.me/the geocaching podcast. You can make a one-time donation, $5, $50, whatever it is, go straight to the bills, or you can become a patron. And it's for a monthly fee. You get all this extra stuff, all these extra audio and video and all this good stuff, and coins and path tags and stickers. And so you got to do that. You can go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the geocaching podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Night Show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com before Scott's OCD goes.
And tonight's sponsored by Logwork. Logwork is the creators of the fantastic logbook made with genuine write in the rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards how to rather go cache that do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Me Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL, if you have an idea for a shirt design and you can't find it, you've come to the right place. Please give us the opportunity to show you how we can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And finally, by pattags.com. For all your swag and pattags needs, visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pat tags. With over 42,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pat tag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And as always, Chad, you can find links to our sponsors on our website
or in our show notes.
Chad, we're going straight to the news because there's so much going on. News. Chad, the coins are in, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
The coins are in. Jesse.
Awesome.
How do the coins look, Jess?
They look amazing.
They look amazing, she says. And I agree. I'm going to, I'm not being vain, but I'm going to put myself on the main screen here. First of all, I'm going to start this off by apologizing to the people who are at work right now listening to this audio. I know this is an audio show, and you know, I respect you guys because I'm one of you. I listen to podcasts while I'm at work, so I respect you guys, but I got to show these things off. So if you're a podcast listener and you want to see the coins, they're going to be all over social media soon. If you're a patron, you can see them on our patron feed. But here, this I'm going to show you first. I'm going to show you guys. This is the public one. This is the public coin, Chad. This is the one that's going on. Mm-hmm. This is going to be for sale on our website very, very, very soon. So here we go. This is how this one turned out. Let me try and get it. There we go.
There
That's
we
how
go.
this- There you go. Look at that bad boy. There you
That's
go.
sweet.
Let me flip it for you. Hopefully it doesn't go out of focus. And you can see all the different ways you could listen to the podcast. Spins around. There you go. That is the freebie, and then on the side right there, there's a trackable. Okay, patron coin, Chad. This is the patron. You ready for the patron?
Mm-hmm.
Patron coins will blow you away. Here's the patron, same type, but it's what is it, Jess? It's a antique finish, right? Is that what they said it was? think it
It's
was.
not focusing.
Working on it. It wants to focus on my hands instead.
Back away a little bit.
Let me try
It
again.
doesn't
Hold
want
on.
to focus.
Come on. Come on. This is the patron coin, guys. It doesn't want to work with me. Sorry, guys. So, one more shot. Come on. What is it focusing on? My hands? Here we go. Okay. I just want to focus so you guys get the picture. So, there's the front. It's very antique-y. This is all 3D. And I'm trying to show you guys, like, just how 3D it actually is. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, I had it.
There you go. There you go.
You can see how 3D it actually is. As I spin it, let's try and spin it. And then there's the back. Very, very clean, very classy. I love it. Yeah. So there's the that's the second one's patron coin. The first one, this is the public coin you'll be able to purchase very, very soon in our store. It's a beautiful coin. So there you go, guys. Those are the coins. I love them. They look fantastic. Jesse, what did you find out in the news that you sent me?
What did I find out in the news?
Yes.
Oh, well, let's start with the first bit of the news, which is there was an update to the official geocaching app this
Yes.
week, which now includes, as we were told a couple of weeks ago by Brian Roth himself, the posted location for adventures is now visible on the official geocaching app.
Yes, I know, Jesse. How are you not super excited? How are you? How is there not more oomph in your voice for that?
Well, I'm pretty excited about it.
You've
I
been
think
waiting for
it's-
that for a year.
I have. I've been waiting for that for a very long time, so that is excellent. But
Well-
it's my understanding that it's only available for premium members.
Yeah, it's only
So I know I got the latest update on the Android version, and it doesn't appear to be on it.
Some people had to log out and log
yeah.
back
Actually,
in.
log out and log back in.
Maybe that's what I
that
I needed
I've heard.
I immediately found it on my phone. It was there. I don't even know. My phone's set to manually download too, and it was automatically on it. So like I didn't.
know
download
it was automatically updated because when I saw the show note there, I immediately launched the app and it was going through all the here's the new stuff, blah blah
Well,
blah.
there you go, Chad. Nandy says I had to log out and log back in to see it right there.
Okay,
There you go.
so how do I log out of this?
Nice. Ooh, G sometimes too says some people had to uninstall and reinstall, Chad. Must be all you Android people. That's what it must be. So I'm not going to hold the show for Chad to do this. So yeah,
Okay.
so apparently, although somebody was saying in the chat room that the website doesn't show it, it's only on the app. I didn't. Jess, did you check the website at all?
I don't go to the website. I'm not a good geocacher. I am
I go to the website.
I am a
You're a COVID
phone
cacher.
user only.
You're a COVID cacher.
I'm not a COVID cacher. I'm just a phone user only.
Yeah, it works like great on mine. I think it works great. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for. Let me rephrase it. I'm excited for Cashly to get it. That's what I'm
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're not on the website. That's not listed as a cache type that I can choose for filters.
Interesting. All right,
But
so yeah.
what's interesting on the official app, when you can go in and filter, and choose only certain types.
Mm-mm.
And what's interesting is that they have geocache type and all of them listed, and then it says other, and adventures is listed under other.
Really?
What are they preparing that for? Are there going to be others? I don't know.
I guess it's just a catch-all. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you do another? It's like the puzzle. It's like the question mark icon. It's a catch-all for everything else, more or less.
So are there going to be other new types
No,
that fall under the other category?
I hope so. Let's put
I
it
hope
that
so
way. I
too.
hope so. Hope so. All right. So that's the news. So Jesse, you got your wish. A year and a half later, roughly.
Yeah,
You got your wish. I think we can
I'm very
finally
happy
know.
with that.
Yeah.
Yay. It's on
Yeah.
there.
Hey, Chad. All right, Chad. So what you have to uninstall and reinstall? What'd you do?
I had to sign out and sign back in. I
Oh,
had to figure out where the sign out was because it's not under profile; it's under settings.
oh,
So
that's bad. That's bad UX. All right. So we also have an email, guys. We got an email. I don't know where there.
I got mail! Yay! I got mail! Yay!
So this is an interesting email from Merlin1392. Our friend Merlin. He says, "Hi Jesse, Chad, and Scott. This might be appropriate for another Cache or Coffee, or maybe your Cache Owner show, which is the one we're doing tonight. But we ran into this, and it's a new one for me. While traveling back from a caching series, I happened to look at my Cachely and saw on the route there was an FTF available, just down the road and almost perfectly on the route we were headed. So we decided to stop. The GC was GC98PD4, a multi-cache. The description read of a misarchive and that the cache was being reactivated again. Our issue was that S1-GZ, okay, so was in the middle of a tennis court. So what is S1?
Stage
stage
one.
one.
Stage one. Oh, geez. Oh my lord. Wow.
You're Mr. Multicache, and you don't
I
know.
know. I'm like S1. I don't call it S1. I don't call it S1. Was in the middle of a tennis court. We spent the better part of a half hour checking poles, pole caps, nearby fixtures, everything we could think of that might hold coordinates to stage 2. I thought I might send a note to the CO to let him know where we were and possibly get a check on GZ, but the user listed was opted out. Hate that opted out. So that's the dilemma. I get someone's right to privacy, but should a CEO be allowed to opt out from contact? Jed, before I keep going with this, what's your initial thought on that?
I say no.
I agree. I agree with you. I think no. Jesse?
He's not opted out of contact though, if I'm understanding this correctly. He's opted out of having his information on a third-party app. So you could still contact him directly through, right? Didn't the email say that he was using
through the
Cachely?
message? Could he do it through the message center?
I don't know.
Right.
that
does he
would be-
does he say what app he was using? Yes,
He was using
Cachely.
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 Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, I get that people don't want I signed up with geocaching.com. My information should stay at geocaching.com. I'm not saying that I agree with this. I use Cachely, whatever. I'm totally okay with that. But I get that. I understand that.
So the API, if they opt out, it's not passing that
It's
on.
not passed.
So,
It's not
Correct.
passed.
It's
So
not
he-
passing their information to
so he would
third
he would
parties.
have to go to a third to a geocaching.com site or use a geocaching.com app to do it.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
All right. So he says, now here's an update, Chad. The CO is now
Mhm.
listed. Interesting. And here's the FDF log. Not them, obviously, from somebody else. Somebody says, as far as this republished cache goes, this was our 6th FTF. However, nothing at stage 1 or the rock gave us any clue to the cache location. We wondered about a UV light, but it didn't seem likely the CO would vandalize a park. Saw a few yards that had a geo-friendly vibe with homeowners outside, but none knew of a Rocky, and we didn't explain any further. After an hour and a half of mulling over different ideas to no avail, Pete happened to say aloud the entire name of the cache. It finally clicked for Lucy, and after searching some geohistory, ancestry, publicly available tax records, Zillow and Google Maps, we felt confident enough to walk into a yard. Made the find almost immediately. We recently learned about favorite points, and this gets our first one. We enjoyed the teamwork. The low difficult rating and kid-friendly attribute does not reflect the sheer amount of time and internet sleuthing it took to sign the logbook. Maybe we missed something. The rating was the rating as a D1.5 T1.5. My buddy and I posted DNFs. Guess we needed to be more familiar with the locals. Looking forward to your thoughts, Merlin 1392. So to get the FTF, they had to check geohistory, ancestry, publicly available tax records, Zillow, and Google Maps. Jesse, are you on that cache page? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I'm doing a little research here. So after the FTF, the owner updated the posted coordinates
Oh, well, then, yeah, okay.
from the middle of a tennis court
Right.
to now the middle of a sidewalk.
Are they closer? I mean, is that closer to a home?
No, about the same.
Oh, okay, great. There you go.
But I wonder if this is and then other people have found it since then.
Oh, well, that's good. So it's findable.
Oh, but there is a rock there. There's a rock like on the other side of the sidewalk. I'm looking at Google Earth.
Yeah,
There is a rock.
It's a good bit of distance change there. So
It's 200 feet.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a big difference. Yeah, yeah. All right, so there you go. There you go, Merlin. So, yeah, it's that is a cash owner faux pas. I'll give you that one. Good chords. Yeah, that's So let's get into the show tonight, guys. Hey, you guys have a cash owner faux pas? Give us a call 808-468-7924. 808 God Swag. We'd love to hear from you. But Chad, so being a cash owner, Chad.
Being a cash owner.
Mistakes you make. Faux pas. Let's just get into it. All right. I'm gonna get into it. Chad, damaging the environment, placing a cache. You don't do that. You don't damage the environment placing a cache. That involves
That's
placing
right.
one of my gripes, and Jesse hears this every single time this happens. I complain about it. Placing a cache in bushes, and the bushes just getting destroyed, being big holes by cache owners.
Oh yeah.
Drives me
That's
crazy.
that's the only way I can find one anyway.
Drives me crazy that people put them in those bushes. Drives me crazy. Like, how do you not know that's
Right.
going to happen? Like, come on, man. Like, that drives me, but because it completely ruins the bushes and the look of what they're going for. Nails in trees, another one. You can't do that.
That one I'm not so irritated about because it actually doesn't damage the trees. Trees live through that stuff all the time without an issue. It will encapsulate the metal, and actually it will feed off of it to a degree.
Geotrails.
Now cutting limbs and that kind of stuff that's going too far.
Geotrails as well. Not a big fan of the geotrail. That happens.
Well,
That's not really the owner's fault.
Right.
Well, it
It's just
depends. Depends where he puts the cache.
The way people naturally travel.
Yeah, I'll give
A
you that.
lot of the geotrails though are no more than what animals do with their running trails, and actually I've used those animal trails before. Deer trails.
Yeah. But owners who damage the environment or know that they're going to damage. I mean, I've seen bushes get destroyed. I've seen all things get destroyed all the time. And it's terrible. But, yeah. Chad, what about you? You got one? A cash
What
owner?
about me? I need to scroll down. Using an inexcusably crappy container that is knowingly going to disintegrate in a short amount of time or end up with a mushy log after the first rain.
Yeah.
You mean plastic Easter eggs aren't good cache containers?
No, and I found those before,
So
and it's like, oh my god, are you kidding me? I mean, the worst one that I found though was a one of those small mouthwash bottles, like the single serving mouthwash
Oh, you're
containers without a lid.
Oh my gosh. And
The log sheet just a small piece of paper rolled up and stuffed down inside of it, and then I was stuck under a rock.
nice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's not. No, I totally agree with that. Especially living in Chicago, we get all the changing of the seasons here, and nothing kills a container quicker than winter.
And I was FTF on that one. So.
Oh, well, yeah. Much like Texas and Arizona, where things will melt. Here, things freeze and crack. All the time.
Yeah.
If you have a flimsy, a lot of people like to use not like the. You buy sliced turkey in those containers, food
Gladware.
container. Yeah, like Gladware.
And
Right.
Winter
cracks.
just destroys those.
Oh yeah.
Quickly. Quickly.
And one summer cycle here, and they'll start crumbling in your hand.
Yeah, it's
Or containers with the neck on them to go along with
oh
bag containers,
the neck, yes.
right? Where the log goes in there and then you
And you-
can't get
Oh.
it back out.
Yeah.
You just shake it around and stick another one in there. And next thing you know, you have like 6 logs because no one can get the old one out.
Yeah, it's so guys. So I guess if you're gonna hide a cache, use a good container. Use a quality container. I think it's hard if you're a kid. I mean, remember we found a pencil
Right.
case. Do you remember the pencil case?
Oh yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah. And it's hard when you're inexperienced. And that goes back to our argument that, you need a good number of finds under your belt before you hide your own, because otherwise you just don't know. You don't know what stands up over time.
Right.
So you said pencil case. You talking about like the lead holders, the mechanical pencil lead
No,
holder
like,
thing?
no, we're talking like
No.
a pencil case,
Like this. Like one of these.
like a
This
pencil
is,
case.
this is my knitting supplies, but
Oh,
It's a pencil case.
a school
a
kit
school
or
supply.
A school pencil
supplies.
case. Yeah,
school
a school kit.
supply kit. Okay, I've never heard of it called a pencil kit. That
Oh,
must be a
pencil-
Chicago thing.
I don't know.
Probably.
Oh, hang on, I gotta kill that. Otherwise,
Yeah, a pencil case. Yeah. What about you, Jess? Do you have one? Sharon?
That was
You all right?
you okay?
Yeah, that was my elbow on the table. Submitting a cache for review without the container in place and not putting a note for the reviewer that it's not actually ready to publish yet. Especially when your reviewer like reviews every day or every other day, ones that are fairly regular. And so the FTF people go and look and there's nothing there.
I can't tell you when I was on my FTF streak, how many times I went out and the cache wasn't there. It drove me
Huh.
crazy. And then you get a quick note like, "Oh, I'm gonna put it out on Tuesday. Sorry, I didn't know it would go live so fast." Come on. It literally says,
I suppose.
"Is this cache there?" I can't remember what the
Right.
wordage is.
Is
but
it
like,
ready to publish?
is
or
it ready
something
to
like that?
publish? It literally
Right,
says that before you hit the
exactly.
publish button. Yeah. Oh, oof. Yeah, that's a huge.
Yeah, I thought that was just common sense.
No.
Every time I put one out, even when I was brand new, it was like, I'm making sure this thing is ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you push it live before?
Well, it's okay to do that. I mean, I know some people are, submit locations to make sure that it's okay before they go and place a cache there, right? And that's totally okay, but you have to let your reviewer know, hey, I'm submitting this for approval only, not ready to publish.
Yes,
And-
absolutely, yes.
And reviewers will come back at you and say, yes, this
Right.
is okay. Let me know when it's ready to publish, or no, it's not okay, and here's why.
Yes, this is why you have the reviewer note that you have to give them
Right.
to say yes. Jesse's absolutely correct. Jesse, say it again to make sure it resonates. Say it again. So what should
So-
you do if you want to check chords to
Yeah,
make
if
sure
it's
they're
not
good?
there, put a note in the note to reviewer section saying, I'm submitting this for approval only. It is not ready to publish.
Yeah, please do not go live.
Totally okay.
Maybe in caps, all
Yeah,
caps. even.
totally okay. Reviewers are there
Oh
to
yeah,
work
they're
with
fine
you.
with that.
I mean,
Yeah. Yep. Perfectly okay with that. Okay, Chad, the proper use of the owner maintenance log, Chad. The proper use of the owner maintenance log. I think you should use it every single time that you perform maintenance. Use that owner maintenance log. To me, I think you should. Don't use it when you're planning to perform maintenance. Like, gonna go perform maintenance on Tuesday. Don't use the maintenance log for that.
No.
Don't use the right law. Don't use the right note. Oh, what did I write here? Don't use the I want to say don't use the right. What is it called?
Right.
Write a note. Write a note log for owner maintenance. If it needs maintenance icon, if the need maintenance icon is on your cache page, only the owner maintenance log. Okay, so yeah, okay, now I know what I was saying. So basically, guys. So sorry, Chad, what were we saying?
Now, I would use the right if I'm gonna plan on doing maintenance on Tuesday. I would potentially say, sorry for the delay. Put in the right note. Sorry for the delay. I plan on maintaining it on Tuesday.
Right, but don't put it in the owner maintenance log.
But don't put it in the right.
Well, guys, here's the reason. I know what I was trying to say. So if somebody puts a needs maintenance on your cache, okay, and maybe I'm just saying this because maybe some newbies don't know about this. If somebody logs a needs maintenance on your cache, you're going to get is it a cross? Is that what it is? Is it the red cross that you get in your attributes?
I think so.
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And so
right.
that red cross will stay there. It will stay there until you write an owner maintenance log saying, okay, it's fixed. And once you do that, then it will go away. That red cross will go away. Just so you guys know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the reasons I was saying, always use the owner maintenance log if you are saying you're fixing something. Use the owner maintenance log if you're actually talking about owner maintenance.
Now I have done it to remove one of those needs maintenance from a newbie cacher that had didn't find it. So they put the needs maintenance on there because they didn't find the cache.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
and that's simply wrong. It's like I did that just to clean it up.
Yeah, well, I'm okay with that. Yeah. You shouldn't, just because you didn't find it doesn't mean it's not there.
Right.
Rarely do I throw.
So that's the one
maintenance on there.
That's one instance where you didn't actually do maintenance that you could put a needs did a maintenance log.
Yeah, and that's I guess that's a logging faux pas, but yeah, is logging a needs maintenance on a just because you can't find it doesn't mean everybody can't find it.
Right.
Unless you know it's not there for a fact. I don't know how you would, but maybe if you talk to somebody who already found it and said, yeah, it was hanging right there, and there's literally a hanging thing with no cache. Okay, maybe it's not there.
You get vindication and 3 days later when someone else finds it. So,
right. Isn't that your favorite when it's like you do that and somebody finds you're like, you got to be kidding me. All right, Chad, go ahead. You're
up. So no swag added to a new regular or larger type container.
You say no swag? Is that what you said?
No swag. So putting out a regular or a large container out there without any swag in it.
Terrible.
Shame.
Especially if you have kids, it's more of a shame. Like, oh,
exactly.
You make your kids hike a mile out there and there's nothing in it. Yeah, that's brutal. Yeah, I agree with that. Good call on that.
I guess I can cross that one off my list. I didn't see that one in yours.
Oh, did you have that one?
I did. Delete. Not there anymore.
I'm looking at Jim RKY says, for bad DT ratings, really important for partially disabled people. I've had too many 1.5s turn out to be 3.5s. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Jesse, what about you?
Scott.
Yes.
Moving or updating the coordinates after the cache has published, because where you actually hid it was too close to another cache, so you submitted dummy chords that were just far enough away to get approval, and then once it goes live, you update those coordinates to the actual location so that people can find it.
Why'd you call me out on that?
I don't know. Maybe I know someone who's done that.
Why would you call my name out on that?
I think I've heard someone even make that suggestion on a certain show.
No. What I've done in the past, this is what I've done. I have done chords maybe 75 feet away and then because I had to get them live. And then, but actually, I put it in the LPC 75 feet away, and then I put in the hint LPC, so you knew, okay, it's over there. Like it was the
Mhm.
only LPC in the area, but I had to hit it. I had to put the cords on this bush because I couldn't get the LPC. It was too close.
So you gave crap chords,
No,
and,
no.
They were
and
Scott
then gave a
Burke's
hint.
close.
They were Scopper's close cords, is what they were.
I think the rules actually specify that they have to be within 30 feet.
30 feet.
Within 30 feet
Oh. So you
of
get a
actual.
30-foot window. You get like a buffer of 30 feet.
Yeah, and I have actually intentionally put it in the middle of and this was a high DT one, or a high difficulty one. So it was at a baseball park, and you got the trash can, you got the bleachers, and you got the dugout, and I put it kind of like in the middle of the triangle there, and then I hit it in the dugout up in the little rafter thingy, a micro. So yeah, but again, that was an FU high, but also I think I gave it a difficulty rating of 4.5.
Oh, there you go, and that's legal. Yeah, of
Right.
course. Yeah, I think the worst one. I mean, yeah, and guys, I'm sure we're all guilty of a lot of these on our list. So
Sure.
but I think my worst one just was the one at the church in the trees.
Yeah.
That one, I literally.
I think that was my 5K
That was
tribute.
what?
I think that was my 5K tribute.
Yeah, your 5K. Yeah. The shorty is 5K. Yeah, and oh god, those cords were. Oh wow, because there was one literally, Chad. There was literally one right across the street, but it was such a good spot. I couldn't pass it up, and this guy wouldn't archive his cache, and so
So I just want to point out that my cords were within 10 feet.
raising the difficulty with bad cords within 10 feet.
My cords were actually within 10 feet. So
Yeah. So I just so I just dummied the cords to the parking lot, and then once it went live, I just tweaked. I didn't even know I'd be able to do it. I couldn't believe it worked. I'm like, oh, I could do this. I could tweak the cords and do that. And so don't do it, kids. Just do as I say, not as I do, because
That was many years ago.
this is in my youth. This is
It
in my
might
youth.
have even
I
been
don't do this.
before 5. That would have been like 3 or 4.
I don't even do this. I don't do that anymore. I really don't. I haven't done it. That's the last time I did it, and that's just because it was a really good spot. Maybe if it's a really good spot, guys, I'll let it go. But you shouldn't do it. So who was that? That was
mine.
That was yours. Good one, Jess. I like that one. That was a good one. Phone call, by the way.
Okay, thanks.
Chad vacation caches.
mm-hmm.
Vacation caches are the worst.
Well, it depends.
Don't do it.
If you got someone who is willing to maintain your cache, then vacation cache is fine.
Yeah, unless it's a buddy, unless
Right.
it's an actual buddy of yours who lives in that state, what's the odds that you're gonna have?
Well, this was a fellow geocacher who I effectively bribed with I think about 10 lock and locks. So I was like, "Hey, can you maintain this?" Actually,
I would maintain. You give me 10 lock and locks, I'll maintain anything. Yeah, I'll murder your wife for 10 lock and locks.
he actually maintains a ton of caches in the park in Intervales in Brazil. That's where.
That's a whole. Come on, that's not. First of all, that was a trip. That was not a vacation. There's a difference. A big. Don't get me on the
geocaching vacation.
No, that was a geocaching trip. That was not a vacation. It was not a vacation. That was a trip.
Just because it goes.
I'm talking about going to Florida with your family and hiding a cache.
That's just as much as a trip as going to Brazil.
No, it's not. You did not go on a vacation. You went on a trip. There's a difference. Don't send me down this rabbit hole. Don't say you will lose.
We agree to disagree.
No, you're wrong. There's no agree to disagree.
No.
That was a trip. It's not a vacation. There was no vacationing at all. I disagree. So other than that,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. I have no problem. Yeah, I just, to me, it's you don't need to. There's no need for it. All right, Jesse, really quick, Jess. Chad's Chad's trip to Brazil when he cashed. Okay, when he went cash, he got the ape cash. Was that a vacation? Or was that a trip?
Would I consider it a vacation or a trip?
Yeah,
Well, what was the purpose? Was he there for recreation or was he there for work?
he was there to get the ape cash.
Recreation.
Oh, then that was a vacation.
I think it was a trip.
Exactly.
I think it was a trip.
You're
Okay.
a trip. Okay.
Right. I'm not gonna go down this rabbit hole. All right. I'm kind of. We got a caller. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I
Thank you,
have not
Jesse.
used this in a while. Wow. That's Carrot Killer. Hello,
Hey.
sir. How you doing?
Hello there. How are you?
Good. How you doing, buddy?
Fantastic.
Yeah. What's up? Do you have anything to add to our conversation? You're just calling to say hello.
Here's my contribution.
Okay.
So, this may sound a little weird, but one thing that annoys me is people filling up every possible open piece of territory with a useless cache. Just a tiny micro. Put every 500 feet. No maintenance plan. And it's just, I don't know, it waters down the entire experience. With that being said, I find them.
I was gonna say, it's not like what, you don't go for them? Yeah, you go for them. Who you
At
kidding?
the same time, it annoys me.
Yes, I know. I understand. Yes, we used to have a cacher in the Chicago area that did that. He hit over 900 caches in a 6-month period, and they were mostly crap, And yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
No, I understand. Yeah, the
yeah,
old
it's very bad here.
in Austin.
People will, oh yeah, well, all of Texas, people will hide a few hundred, and then they'll be told, "Hey, you have too many caches to maintain." So then, sock puppet comes out, and they do the same thing again, and then another sock puppet,
Yep.
and then another sock puppet, and it's insane.
Wow, and they don't maintain them at all.
No,
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we got a cacher or 3 or 4 here in the area that are just like that. It depends on whether you count him or him and his, or I'm not going to say him or her, and their sock puppet accounts.
right. It'll be like one guy who has 4 or 5 different sock puppet accounts.
hmm
And there's probably a few thousand caches out there that he's done under all these names, And it's just not one person. There's multiple of them.
hmm Okay. All right.
So,
That's a good one,
yeah.
dude. How are you? You well?
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay,
You know,
good.
Just
All
doing my schooling and
Oh yeah,
work
that's right.
and
You're doing the school.
keeping me busy.
You're gonna retire soon from the military, right?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
should be done sometime in November.
I love it.
I'll start my terminal leave.
All right, man. Give your wife a kiss and you be well. Okay. We'll talk soon. I promise.
Right on, man.
All right. Talk to you.
Yeah.
Bye. Chad, you are up, sir.
I'm up. Where am I? Okay. Logging a find on your own cache. Of course, event types are self-loggable, so I'm not including those.
Logging. What was it? Wait, what was yours? Logging.
Logging
You
or
can't do that
a find
anymore.
on your own cache.
You can't do that anymore.
Are you no longer physically able to do that?
No, I don't think you could do that anymore.
Hmm.
No, wait. I'm thinking you can't log a cache twice. You can't.
You can't log a cache twice. Yeah,
I don't know. I've never tried to log my own cache. I've really never tried. Can you do that? Anybody in the chat room? Do you know if you can log your own cache? I've hand to God never tried it.
You used to be able to, because I knew someone who would log their own caches, and it's like, no.
Why would you log your own cache? Now, event cache, yes, I log an event
If-
cache. I do, yes.
Right, event cache is definitely, events, pseudos, megas, gigas. But that makes sense. But
No, Joey says you can add. Somebody go into the app and try and log your own cache and see if you can do it.
okay, so maybe that one's outdated.
Oh, there you go. If you remember, you can, but you can't. If you can't anymore. Interesting. No, I don't think you can anymore. Maybe.
Okay. See, I've never tried it, so I didn't know that it got.
I know people
no
that
longer
I know
there.
people have in the past, but I
Right.
thought they shut that down. I really did.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's a good one though. If you can, if you did. All right, Jess, you're up. Good timing. And you're
Okay,
on mute.
next on
Yeah.
my list.
Yes, ma'am.
Not maintaining your puzzles. And by this, I mean no matter what kind of puzzle it is, periodically, you should check on them and make sure that all of the parts of that puzzle are working, whether it's something physical or I can't tell you how many times on a cache page I've seen broken images where like the images don't show up anymore because their hosting is gone and the puzzle is 8 years old. And so it's literally impossible to solve the puzzle. Or, the
Oh yeah.
links aren't working or something like that. So, I think that not only is physical cache maintenance important, but so is your online, your online components to all of your caches is
That's a
also just
fantastic
as
Yeah.
one.
important.
Yes. I
Completely
just
agree.
saw that the other day. Pictures were gone. Pictures
Yeah.
that you needed weren't on the cache page anymore. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great one.
that has irritated me many a time.
Yeah. But you wouldn't even know that unless people told you. I mean, how often do you go look at your cache pages on gc.com? I mean, who does that?
All
You
right.
know?
Well,
Well, you should. That's
n-
what I'm
n-
saying.
none of my
That's maintenance.
puzzles have require any links, so it's everything is there in the HTML itself.
Mhm.
So,
Oh, that was a good one, Jess. I like that one.
but that's
Yeah,
a good one. But
yeah, it is.
I check every once in a while because sometimes my background images and that kind of stuff that I've used have disappeared over time, and it just looks crap.
You
You know,
see,
I like to do make my pages look decent.
I always put images on my own server, and so I
Mhm.
pull them from my own server, so I never have that problem. So if you push them, a lot of people use these dumps. They put them in on a dump image site, and then the image site goes away, and boom, the image
Right.
isn't there anymore. But if it's on your own server, guess what? It's always going to be there.
Or the image sites goes from a click the link to you got to log into the image site to for the image to come up. I've seen a couple of them go that route. It's like
Here's an interesting Jesse as a denouement here for 2 years. Should people log a need maintenance or need archive on a broken puzzle?
I think it should be logged as it needs maintenance. Sure.
needs maintenance.
Really? I
Sure.
think it should just be a log. I don't know about a need. I guess
You just write a note? No,
yeah,
I
just
would
write a
log it.
note. I'm sorry, not a log, a note. Write a note saying, "Hey, buddy, FYI, I'm trying to do your puzzle. I
Yeah,
can't."
but I don't think there's anything wrong with the needs maintenance because it needs to be maintained.
First I would start out by sending the cache owner a message,
A
and
private
say,
message, yeah.
a private message, say, hey, did you realize that this is down? And sometimes you've got cachers that are no longer caching, and they don't respond, and nothing gets done, and
Right.
then it's time to start pushing towards the needs archived.
Right? Yeah. Or they haven't logged on since 2016.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. All right, fair enough. All right, let's oh, look who it is. It's my favorite mailman. We got Iowa. Hello, Scorpio Red. Hey, what's up, man?
Pretty good. Got my second shot. I'm all vaccinated.
Oh, Mazel Tov. Well done.
So
Welcome to the club.
yeah. Two things bug me when a cache owner has logs that are too big for the cache. Where you've got a log that's just crammed in a key holder or crammed,
Yeah.
Right.
I'll give you that one. Good one.
Oh,
I'll take that.
yeah.
The other one is
Yeah, you got that
baggies that are
plastic
too big
baggie.
for the log.
The what? I'm sorry, the what?
Where you've got the baggie that the log is in,
Yeah.
and it's like this huge baggie, and down in the corner you got the log.
Yes.
Yeah, like you got a
Yes.
quart bag and you got like a nano lug and a quart bag kind of a thing. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that just bugs the crap out of me. Just put a, why waste?
Yeah.
And I hate when you have to open up one of those caches with a crammed in log.
Yeah.
And everybody has been trying to cram that daggone log in there. And,
Yeah. Wait. Chad's pulling out something.
It's like bags of baggies.
Yeah. I get that too.
Of various sizes.
Yes.
So,
I agree.
So it's like
Oh, yeah.
anytime I get any electronics that come in baggies like these, it's like gold. I keep them in case I need to need them
there's
in the future.
here's a pro tip, guys. You go to Walgreens, okay? They have pill baggies. They sell them. They sell like a pack of 30 for like $3, and they are these like thick, really thick baggies. Not just like not thin. They're thick, and you could put a cache log in there. And they're small. They're literally about yay big. They're about maybe 2.5 by 2.5 inches. They're tiny, and they're awesome for caches. They're awesome for like they're awesome for pill bottle ones and stuff like that. Awesome.
Much better quality than like the craft ones.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're awesome.
That's good to know.
I got a question.
Yes.
Does it bug you when there's a cache that has a log that you think should have a baggie on it but doesn't? Doesn't
bug me.
And so sometimes I have bags with me that I'll put it in, but you end up you open up a cache and the log is wet, and it might not have been if the owner had put it in plastic.
Yeah. If you, I'm not saying you can't put a pill bottle in the woods. I don't know why you would, but if you would, God bless. If you're going to do that, put it in the bag. I don't think you necessarily need a bag if it's under a skirt, but if it's in the woods, yeah, you should put it in the bag.
Yeah, I agree. A cache owner should put it in the bag, but sometimes when you come across it, it's not because of the cache owner. It's because of a cacher has come along and they either forgot to put it back in the bag because I pulled it out and they stuck the bag in their pocket.
Yeah.
And signed the log, and then they tossed it in there and hurried off, and then a mile down the road they realize, oh, I got this baggie in my pocket.
Well, that being said, I don't think you need to put a bag under a pill bottle under a skirt. To me that's annoying because if I'm urban camping, speed is of an essence here, especially if there's a crowd of people. Now I have to stop and open a bag, and sit there and fiddle with a bag to try and get the bag open.
I would say for Chicago that's true. For Houston, that's false. Houston, with the humidity level, if you don't have a baggie in there with a pill bottle, that humidity is going to get inside there and is going to degrade the item. Yeah. So that's why the soda preforms are so great, because they seal and you don't get the humidity.
Mark, you disagree?
Unless you have Right in the Rain paper, right, Taz?
Yeah.
Will the Right in the Rain paper keep it from getting humid?
So I've got a. This actually needs to get mailed to Houston.
Spoiler.
And this is Right in the Rain paper that's on the back of it. Right. On one of my caches down there that has. I want to say, well, I know it hasn't failed until recently. It's actually the paper isn't failing. The magnetic material is failing. But so it's been at least 6 years, but I think it's more like 8 years that it's been active without changing even the Right in the Rain paper. Now, one thing about the Right in the Rain paper is once it does go through the rainy season, it washes the rain off, so it's like a renewing. It washes the ink off, so it's like a renewing cache log.
By the way, for everybody listening who isn't watching right now, Chad held up a one of those magnetic numbers you put on a booger or something like that on a power box. That's what he was holding up. Sorry. So people are listening, going, "What is he talking about?" Jesse, what's your thoughts on this?
On bags.
Yes. What's your bag thought?
I have very mixed feelings about bags, and I think it really depends on the area. I know around here, once moisture gets inside the bag and the log gets wet, it's really hard for it to dry out and it just turns to mush and then forget it. Whereas if you don't have a bag and the log gets wet, it does eventually dry out and then it's fine and you can write on it as
It won't dry
normal.
out.
so-
in
so-
the bag. Yeah.
So, I think a good quality baggie is number one. No baggie is number two. A crappy quality baggie is worse than
Yes.
Yes.
no baggie at
Then
all.
no
because
bag at all.
because
Agreed.
once that moisture gets in there, it just keeps on recycling.
That's
and-
right.
But
Right.
the
And then
crappy bag, if you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
close it, it's forget about it. It's worthless.
Right.
It's not even a bag.
Exactly.
All
Yeah,
right.
how many times have we found a cache that you can see the paper inside, but it's just like completely wet in there?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just mush.
And I will take my pen, put a little
That's what Jesse's.
yeah.
Mark.
put a
Take a
little
mark.
mark on there, and then and said, found it. Log is mush.
Yep. Young's
Yep.
mush. Mush.
Put an X, big red X.
All right, Mark. Thanks a lot, buddy. That's a good one. Well done, sir.
You- Bye.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Who's up? I don't remember who was up. Do you remember who was up?
I think I'm up.
You're up.
So this goes kind of back to the logging your own cache there, but it's using a sock puppet account to boost your own or other cacher's stats.
People have done that here in Chicago. I'm not going to name any names, but
And they've
Yeah.
used sock puppets so that they could claim the FTF.
yes,
I
I've
think.
done that too.
I mean, you
That-
should
that-
just you
that's
could
even
just
worse.
change your whole thing there and just say sock puppet accounts. End of discussion. Sock
Yeah.
puppet accounts.
Yes, I like that, Chad. That's a good one too. All right, Jesse, you have any more?
I do. Hiding caches on private property without permission.
Yeah, can you do that?
Just well, I mean, we've come across some where maybe my only thought is like the hider maybe didn't know that it was private property. Like if you're out around here, obviously we have a lot of farmland, right? So you're like out, in the middle of nowhere on back roads and it's farmland and you're like, oh, you're just on the side of the road. Well, you might not really be on the side of the road. That really is somebody's property, and then
If it's at least in Texas, if it's a public road, there's a 15-foot easement.
right. But these
So-
are like, we've had some where it's like a little group of trees that are off a little bit, like between the fields. Those are definitely private property.
Those get out into private property.
Right,
So it's like where's that boundary?
right.
And I agree. Do not hide it on someone's private property without permission.
All right, Jess, you ready for this one?
Okay.
This is my favorite one. You ready?
Mhm.
And guys, this does happen, and this is the one that spurred this topic. You ready?
Oh.
Don't email finders asking them to leave a favorite point, Chad. Don't do it. Chad, one of the best caches ever. I would say. Jesse, dare to say ever?
It's up
top 10?
there.
Top 10?
It's
Top 10?
up. Oh, easily. It's up there.
Easily top 10 caches, Chad. I say of all time. Okay?
Right.
Of all time. And for the record, Joshua has done a whole show on it. Did we video when we were there, Jesse? I don't even remember if
No.
we did.
Mm-mm.
But I'm not going to say the name of the cache. I'm not going to. It's. I drove to it. There's a hint for you guys. So it is
Okay,
within the area. And it's funny because Jesse and I we heard that like somebody said to us, if you find it and you don't leave a favorite point, he'll shoot you an email. And we're like, no. No
That-
way.
that
Who
can't
does
be
that?
right.
Come on. They're like, I'm telling you, he does. And so I purposely didn't leave a favorite point on the cat. I wanted to real
Right.
bad. I did not. Chad, not 2 days later, I got an email saying, "Hey, I saw you visited my cache. Um, I hope you enjoyed it. I was wondering why you didn't leave a favorite point." And
That's
Jesse,
bad
I
taste.
want Jesse. Did I send a snarky remark? I know I wanted to. Did you talk me out of sending a snarky remark?
I hope I talked you out of
I
sending
can't
a
remember if
snarky
you did or
remark.
not. But I was gonna like because you sent this email. That's what was my. But I can't. I don't think I did. I don't think I responded. I don't. I wanted to send a real snarky remark because I was dumbfounded that he
Right.
did this, and it's yeah. I mean, don't do that. I mean, I know favorite points. I guess for some people are huge, especially if you have a big cache, and you want to do
Right.
that. But yeah, yeah,
It's like I've got a cache that it's running at 60% favorite points, and I'll get people on there is like, oh, wow, this is the best cache I've ever found, da 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 da, da, and they don't give me a favorite point, and I'm kind of like, "Ugh." But it's like I'm not sending an email. That's just friggin' rude.
Wait, Pez Gremlin, who's local to me, is in Chicago, says I logged that cache and gave it a favorite point. I still got that email.
Oh my God.
It's like that's when you remove the favorite point.
That's funny. Yeah, remember, people, we hide caches for other people to enjoy the experience, not for our own gratification. The logs are the gratification.
Oh man. Oh. All right, Chad, you got another one? Don't do it, guys.
I
Don't
got
ever
one
do that.
more.
Sorry, go ahead.
So cheating the DT rating on caches so someone can fill in the grid.
God. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And that happens so often too. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to get that final DT. Come on, somebody hide a 3.5 for me. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're asking someone to hide a 3.5, and if they honestly hide a 3.5,
Right, but if it's
but
yeah.
hiding a 1.5, and calling it a 3.5, 3.5. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know. Like, remember remember me and Walt for the Chicago Geocacher podcast? We had that event. We did a 5-5. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can't do that now,
You can't do that anymore.
but yeah, we used to be able to.
Oh, the good old days when it was the Wild
Well,
West out in the geocaching world.
I think the difficulty is limited to one, but I don't think the terrain is.
I think the terrain
is,
you can adjust.
Yeah,
Yes.
right, because I hosted I think a 1.5.
Yeah, you remember?
Uh,
Did you do it on top of a mountain or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was special tools required. To get up there, you either needed climbing gear or you needed to take the tram. So.
All right, Jesse, you got any more?
Yeah, I have two more, and they're somewhat related.
Okay, let's hear.
So the first one is adopting out one of your own caches for the sole purpose of being able to log it as a find.
Who does that? Do people do? Do we know somebody who does?
I've heard of people doing that.
Wow. Why? Just to find it?
Maybe I should adopt out some of my caches.
I know,
Right?
You hide DTs. And then log it.
And then along those same lines is adopting other people's caches and then not checking or maintaining on them.
This is
maintaining
Jesse's.
them.
And
This actually just
Jesse
happened
just griped
to
about
us.
this the other day in the car.
This just happened to us. I was like, oh, what are these caches up here? And I look and I'm like, oh, I can't believe these are still around. And then I went back and I looked and I'm like, oh, they haven't been found in like 3 or 4 years. But somebody just adopted them like 2 years ago. And they clearly aren't there, or that, they need some serious maintenance. And
yeah, so basically the caches were missing. Somebody adopted it and then didn't go out and replace them.
and it's been a couple of years.
Like, what's the point of adopting it?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, if you're taking on that responsibility, you need to step up and actually make sure they're there, maintain them.
Yeah, that gets in Jesse's crawl. Yeah.
Yep.
She doesn't like that. Yeah,
Nope. So
That's a
Can't
good
blame her.
that's my
Oh.
list.
that's a good list. I like it. Okay, let's see. Attributes, Chad. Attributes are
Mhm.
intended to communicate what to expect at a cache location. Please use them for that purpose, Chad. And
So
again,
you mean you shouldn't put no
Yeah.
horses allowed on every single cache hide?
yeah.
You,
Uh,
you
it,
shouldn't do that?
it's that's reasonable.
Hold on. Don't intentionally add incorrect attributes to help people with challenge caches or for a puzzle or just to be funny. It defeats the purpose of preparing finders for the cache location, Chad.
No horses allowed in a parking garage is reasonable.
But unnecessary.
It's unnecessary. Okay, I guess I've been guilty of this.
We're all guilty of it. Yeah, it's faux pas. I'm not saying, dude. I've done everything on this list. I think at one point in my caching career. Uh, be especially mindful of the wheelchair accessible attribute. If you're unsure your
Mhm.
cache location is wheelchair accessible, handycaching.com is an excellent resource for you to figure it out. Yeah, guys, if you make it a 1, you gotta make it a 1. You can't. That's yeah. If I was handicapped, that would drive me insane, and I see it all
Yeah.
the time. Yeah, yeah. I love it when it's like a 1 and it's in a bush. Like, come on, man. Yeah, they might be able to get a wheelchair there, but they're not gonna be. That's it. They can't get to it. Yeah. So I got that one. Chad, you got another one? You got any more? You want to?
No, I'm all out.
All right, I'm just cleaning house for me then. All right. Next up, give your cache accurate difficulty and terrain ratings so the finders know what they're getting into. Yeah. Accurate DTs are super important. I think that was mentioned by one of you, but I didn't take it off my list.
Yeah,
If you-
I've got a no. I gotta say this.
Go
I got a no motorcycles, no 4-wheelers, no off-road vehicles, no horses, no campfires, no snowmobiles, no climbing, and no poison ivy, and no hiking.
no hiking
Where is it? In a
No,
parking
no
lot?
long hike. I think is what
in
it
a
is.
parking garage.
It is between some business buildings. It's actually
You don't have no horses?
where this needs to go.
You don't have no horses? No horses?
No
No
horses.
motorcycles?
No horses.
No motorcycles. So
Okay, here's another one, Chad. If you must, oh, Jesse, if you must delete a finder's log, communicate with them about it. Most of the time, the reason for the log deletion, example, including a spoiler in a log, are innocent mistakes or a newbie not knowing that it's a challenge cache or whatever. Like for me, the only time I really delete a log is one of my challenge caches and they didn't complete the challenge. That's really the
But-
only time I ever delete a log.
it's typically for me someone who wrote a DNF log but accidentally left it on log find.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
then
yeah.
there, and it's like just to let you know, I'm deleting your log because you're indicating you didn't find it.
Mhm.
But also there's been others who have said something along the lines is like, well, it sounds like they found my field puzzle cache,
Mhm.
but they didn't figure out how to extract the container that actually has the log sheet in it.
Mhm.
And so it's like it's like, can you it's like I'll send them a message. It's like, it doesn't sound like you actually found the log itself.
Oh, log.
The container itself. It's like, can you tell me how you extracted the container? And it's like, and they said, well, I pulled the top off and there's a string there, so it's obviously fell down in there. This is totally tubular, Texas totally tubular number 4, I think. Is it still there? And it's like, it goes through the whole thing telling you though, it's like, the top is a red herring. You need to figure out how to extract the container.
Right. Oh.
And so way too I'd say 7 or 8 times we've had newbie cachers who said found it. It's like, but I think the the cache is no longer there, or something, something along
Right.
those
Yeah. Yeah.
lines.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you found the exterior. You didn't find
You found the ca-
you didn't find the
obviously, you didn't
cache.
sign a log. Obviously, you didn't sign a log.
Right.
Yeah. All right, Jesse, you were going to say something?
I don't know what I was going to say, but I mean, I do think that as the owner, especially with new cachers, you have to give them an explanation and give
Right.
them the opportunity to fix their mistake
Exactly.
before you just delete a log.
And I tell them, it's like, look, I really hope you come back and try this out again, because it's a real fun cache to do. Da 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 da. And I would say the majority of the time they actually come back and then there's a, wow, you're right. That was great.
Right. Yeah. There you go. Where is this? Don't add my last one. Don't add content to your cache page after publication that doesn't comply with the guidelines. If it's brought to the reviewers or geocaching HQ's attention, the cache probably will be archived. So yeah, so don't don't. I know you can't put a restaurant on there. Don't put the name of the restaurant after it's been published. Yeah,
Or
you can't.
rename it. I've seen
yeah.
that happen where it
Yeah.
got published under one name and then they changed the name.
Yep. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Anything else here from the chat room? Anything? There's any chat room good ones? Because we're out. We're done. So any more? I had a friend hide a tree cache, and most of the logs were people saying that they had seen it, but not bothered to climb the tree to actually sign the log. Well, that's they didn't find the cache.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's I would delete those. I would
You-
probably
you-
delete those logs. I don't have any in a tree, so I can't really say it up high in a tree. So I'm just lazy. So
Oh man.
what?
No, there it is. My image is broken.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
Owner
Well,
maintenance.
no.
Cache
the-
maintenance.
If I right click on it and tell it to open in a new window, it shows up, but it's not showing up on the page.
Cache maintenance.
That's weird.
All right, guys, we're almost 20 minutes. No, we're 10 minutes over. So let's end the show. So guys, there you go, guys. That is the cache owner faux pas, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks everybody who called in. Really appreciate it. Chad and Jesse, good discussion tonight. Oh wait, Chad's sending us a
So this is an image that's on one of my caches,
yes.
and then later.
Hold on, I gotta tell people. So everybody who's listening at work, it's a picture of John Luke Picard, and it says, yes, I have a question. What WTF? And he's got his finger raised like a fourth grader asking a funny ass question.
And so this was on a puzzle cache, and I've done this puzzle cache effectively 3 times now, and use that on the first 2 of them. The third one, the reviewer said I couldn't use that image.
Why?
It's like
Same reviewer?
Same reviewer?
Same reviewer on the last 2.
He must have been in a hurry.
And it's like, I felt tempted to go ahead and swap the image out later, but it's like he said this is a kid friendly site. We can't be doing that.
Oh.
Oops, I'm giving away information here.
Yeah. All right, guys. Next
Hi.
week's show, Chad.
Uh-huh.
We're talking to newbies here. 5 things they never tell newbies about trackables. That's next week's show, Chad. 5 things they never tell newbies about trackable. The top 5. That's next week's show. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. We will talk to you guys Saturday nights. Hey, we have a Saturday night show.
Yes, we
What
do.
are we gonna do on Saturday night?
Yay.
Jessie has a great list. She was reading to me at the baseball game today, Jess. Maybe we can talk about that list on
Oh,
Saturday.
yeah, that was pretty funny, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was it? What was the list?
It was
Or let's go a little teaser for Saturday show.
it was what US states are famous for as told by a Brit.
Ooh,
Some of them pretty funny. Yeah.
Pretty funny.
So that should be interesting.
No, without using Google. Without using Google.
Right, without using Google. Right.
Without using Google.
Right.
Yeah. What every state is known for or famous for by a British guy. Yeah. That's pretty funny. So there you go, guys. We'll talk to you guys on Saturday night. and then next Wednesday for the talking 5 things they never tell newbies about trackables. There you go. All right. Please join us every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcasts are available on our website, on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatcher. If you like the show, please head over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, please make sure to click on the subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you'll get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Please head on over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/The Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cashly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Sense Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Arted Crafted, and PathTags.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week. We'll see you next week talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones. We will talk to you guys next week. And we're clear, Chad. There we go.
Awesome.
And we are clear. So yeah, guys, we'll talk to you guys on Saturday and then on Wednesday. Hopefully, we'll get the coins up as quick as we can for the public and patrons. Yeah, we're gonna start packing your coins up. It's gonna take a little bit, but we're gonna start packing them up and shipping them out. So yeah. So guys, if you still got time, still a little coins left. Okay, anybody who's not a patron, more. If you're not a patron, you still got time to hop on the bandwagon and get a coin. They're beautiful coins. So watch it, but that wasn't even a joke.
So I had to show what I replaced that one with.
Oh, that's funny. Nice. But that wasn't even a joke. All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys on Saturday. Be well and be safe, guys. Bye-bye.